And I don't know if grown-ups still celebrate April Fool's Day, but you know, that's what it is. And yeah, we're gonna make this coffee. And I'm gonna go outside and yap as I do. And of course, I didn't fill it up with water like a nut. Maybe if I would actually put the water in like when I finished the first time, I wouldn't have to worry about coming back and getting some because I'm always doing the same thing. Every morning. Need to tie up my shoes. Oh my gosh. All right, there we go. Okay. But yeah. Normally at this time, like if I actually make coffee when I first get up, which is around 6 something, I'll be doing a million other things. But I've looked up and I just go ahead and walk my baby to school and then I come do my coffee. And then I can get ready for work, which it's not a bad job at all, honestly. It's not a bad job. It's just a lot of driving, but I also don't mind the driving as long as I get up early enough to not have to worry about traffic, because traffic here in Texas is terrible. Good morning. Oh, you're back. So I guess I should have said, oh crap. And this is the first one you learn. Buenos dias? Yeah? So, please. I hope I'm right. I should have practiced more. Ooh. Gotta take out. I wear a retainer because when I was younger, I had a gap out of this world, okay? But my gaps run in my family, so yeah. Yay, it sounded great. So therefore, I'll make sure I say good morning like that. Now, I have to come up with my word to learn. Like at least come on here every day and have a new word for you that I've learned. And even if you don't get the jump on, I'll make sure I still have a new word. So hold myself accountable. Oh, goodness. You would think as much as I do this, I would have everything like right beside each other, but no, I don't. I just kind of go with the flow. But whipped cream on top of coffee, the best. Tomorrow I'll use my clear cup where you can see it a little better. Some spilled, and I go ahead and clean it up because if I don't, it will just sit there and I will forget it. So, sticking to it of being on here. It's the first day of April. Oh, I've disappeared. Oh my God. Now you'll see why I said I have to do better. I didn't even come back and I forgot this cup. Hey, I literally will be right back because I forgot this one. Gracious. little chillier today than it was before. But I guess if I get too cold, I'll go get a jacket, because, oh my God. Hey, Hayden and Grayson. Why does your name sound familiar? I can't remember. But, yeah. So, I'll sit on here and just yap with you guys while I make my coffee. I mean, while I drink my coffee. I've already made it. While I drink it. And that'll be my day of making sure I get on here every day. So I will be on here every day, probably around this time. I'm trying to figure out if I'll come on at a different time, because on the weekend I probably won't get on here in the morning. But I have to figure it out, because I have to get on here every day. Every freaking day. Until my birthday, because I will be the, wanna guess? How old will I be on April 28th? What's the guess? I told somebody how old I was turning, and she said, whoa, you're old enough to have children? Girl, that's wild. But yeah, I said, that's crazy. I personally think I look my age, or the age I'll be turning, mostly. Honestly, it's the milestone age, people say, and I will be turning 30. 30. Hey, Grayson. I don't really know what I want to do since I'm turning 30. Everybody makes it like you're supposed to do this big thing, but I don't know what I would do. Maybe just I can't think of anything. Now, I like to maybe try something I've always wanted to do, which is I've always wanted to do, I guess you call it ceramics, pottery, I'm not sure, but I've always wanted to like make my own bowl or something like that. Around in my city, I know that they have making a teapot or something, but I don't drink tea like that to go buy, well, not buy, but to pay for the class to make a teapot that I'm probably not going to use. So maybe not that, but I love to do a bowl, or like, I don't know, or a cup. If I could make they need to have one where I can make my own coffee cup, but then I'd have to wait, because from what I've learned, you have to do something called fire something, and I guess that's to make it actually hard and stuff and usable instead of just feeling like clay. So I'd have to wait for that to happen. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a cup. So maybe for my birthday, I'll go make a cup. That sounds so old. Oh my God, that sounds so old. But I really am. I'm an old spirit anyway. So can't be too surprised with things that I do. My. Yay! Look at me staying on here for at least 10 minutes. Now, Grayson, how many times you gonna tell me hello? How are you doing? Oh my God. Not I love your country. Yes. And you can hear it every time. With my clients or whatever, I went to somebody's house, and her son was there, and he was like, he was looking at me kind of funny, and I was just like, what's wrong? And he was like, no, I can just hear it. Like, I can tell you're from somewhere. And I was like, I'm not from Kentucky. I'm from Alabama. And he was like, yep, I heard it. And I was like, you doing too much, because I did not, it wasn't that bad. And honestly, it's certain stuff that I say that you can definitely tell, or at least I can tell, that everybody gonna be able to tell. Like, I don't say, like how, it's gonna come out, and I gotta practice. So how people say hi, I have to practice saying hi, because if I just say hi off the bat without even thinking, it come out hi, and you can just tell. Yeah, it'd be a lot of people from there, or like every time I interact with somebody, they're like, yeah, I had family there, and most of the time that family left. I'm the family that left. My family decided to stay there. Why? I don't know. Good morning. I don't know why they stayed. Well, actually, I take that back, because they are older and they do have land. So it would make sense to just stay where you got land and property and stuff, because other than that, you're gonna have to buy it. And it ended up being that my great grandmother bought her children land. I would love to be able to do something like that, but I don't plan on having like a bunch of children. Yeah, I guess it was when I think about, like, just like the business of it, right? Like when people would like sharecropping and stuff, I think a lot of them just stayed after that. Cause my grandmother, my great grandmother, not my grandmother, my great grandmother, she used to pick in the fields and stuff, and she also cleaned houses. But yeah, so they all just stayed down there, which wasn't nothing wrong with it growing up. Well, it wasn't much to do. I'll say that. It wasn't much to do, but for them to get in trouble, because my mom and daddy weren't playing that. So people was always running around, smoking, drinking, and you know what else they was doing? I just told you, wasn't nothing in the city to do. Read between the lines. So yeah, we had a bunch of babies. Oh, thank you, Grayson. You're so sweet. Yes, I want to say that's near Tuscaloosa. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I remember correctly, Union Springs should be near Tuscaloosa, because I lived in Tuscaloosa for a little bit because I went to school there. So that sounds right. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. Because where I'm originally from is closer to Mobile or whatever. So, but I do know of Union Springs, if it's the one I'm thinking of, that's near Tuscaloosa. Great, because I know it's not. Because I don't think it's Troy. I don't think it's Troy. Grayson, are you just my little hype person that I just didn't know I needed? Now that I do know. I do know it's small. I want to say it's near Aliceville. I'm not sure. Well, thank you. I tell you what, it's appreciated. Now I'm gonna go do super great at work, as long as I remember to get on the call. Because yesterday I forgot about it almost. Or I got on it and our morning calls are very, very quick. It's like maybe 5 minutes, and we're just talking about what happened overnight. And most of the time, it has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me, because I'm a social worker, so I just connect the families to resources, get them set up with like helping them like find a, what do you call it, a funeral home and stuff, because I work in hospice. So most of the time, the first time they meet me, I'm like, hey, do you have a do not resuscitate order for your family member, and do you have a funeral home for your family member? And that's their first, well, that's their introduction to me. It's I always have to word that differently and make them smile. Oh, hey, listen, you know what, Grayson? I won't claim to be the best yet, but if I just keep sticking to it like I plan to, yes, I will be better at it than when I first started. Um, so, the best way to put it, and it's gonna sound like kind of, I don't want to sound like I don't care stuff, but in all honesty, in this cycle of life, there is death, right? Like everyone's going to pass. And I think for me, I worked in substance abuse before, so I was helping people that way, and for that, I saw their deaths instantly, right? So like I didn't even get to really plan. Okay, like I didn't really get to even help their families. So I got to see how those deaths affected people. I had so many clients who came in who couldn't deal with the fact that I left my or they were in jail or something and they lost their parents, or they were in they were out there on the streets and they lost their child and stuff, right? So I'm used to death. It's not nothing new to me. So I realized just how much, if you can help somebody in that transition, they'll be better for it in the future, because stuff like that affect people. Um, Losing a loved one can be a traumatic experience, especially if the circumstances aren't what you were expecting, right? So, and I had two family members who were on hospice, and the people who came and worked with them, they were really nice. They were really gentle, and I know my family appreciated it. And yeah, I know I can do it. Now the only downside is I'm a I'm a big ball of energy, so I am the one who you might be crying, and I'm gonna make sure you laughing. Like I left for family, and I had to come up with something to make them all smile, because they came in the room all sad, and I was like, dang, all y'all look alike. I thought that I was the same person. And so of course they got like a little smile out of them. I even got a smile out the mom. So, you know, little stuff like that. Even that one little interaction, that one little time to smile that day, even though you'll be sad for the rest of it, you'll remember, oh, this person tried. And I also had to talk to them about funeral homes, and I was like, I'll do the work for y'all. Just, you know, just being here with me, I'll try. Yeah, I guess maybe this work was meant for me more because I was working with children, and I probably say this every time I get on here. No, no. Even my family, they were even my family, they was like, I don't know why you did that, because you don't like children. It's not that I don't like children. It's just I know with working with children, you need to work with their parents. Because if I'm teaching a child that they need a simple thing, if I'm teaching a child that they need to say please and thank you, just something like that. Like if that's what we're talking about, we need to say please and thank you. And that's what they do with me. But then when they go home, their mama like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. I'm ignoring you right there while I finish my thought. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. And so then they come back with that same energy of they don't care about, how do I put it? Like they don't care, or they not saying please and thank you when they come back to me. So all the work I've done out the window. So that's why I don't like working with children, because you need to work with their parents. And if their parents not open to working with you, and if they take everything like you trying to teach them as an attack, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm not going to answer you. I'll sip coffee. But no, really, it's fine. It's fine. Yep. No, I'm not. I think in my, I think in my younger, in my early 20s and stuff, if I was asked that question, it would have been like this long, crazy answer. But now, it's fine. I've been a one man girl. Well, one man woman. Why I say girl? Yeah, I've been doing that. You know, yeah, I've been a one man woman. But I will say that it doesn't matter. Okay, I get serious for a second. My nose itching. I think like the main thing, like people, I feel like looks can be fixed, right? Okay, and it's gonna sound crazy. Like looks can be fixed. Like you can change your appearance. So don't laugh. I don't know why I be doing this stuff, but mm-hmm. I want bigger lips, right? So that's something that can be changed about me, right? And having bigger lips might it might attract a different type of person. Don't be don't laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like I even use the little fake little filter stuff, but anyway. But that's type of stuff that can change. And even with that, and like people even like people with their weight and stuff, right? Right now, I am how much am I? I'm like 190 something. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Okay. I'm 190. All right. But I've seen people who are also 190 who don't like carry their 190 like I do, right? So even with, like weight, it can change and stuff. But if you find somebody who like personality, like you saying, like that you vibe with and stuff, that's what you gotta click on to. And that you gotta pay attention to. I think that's why the dating pool for people is dookie waters, they say, because oh my god, that person look good, and then they spirit not right. And that's what a lot of people's spirit not right. So then they get in all type of mess, and they like, dang. And that go for men and women. People's spirit just don't be right. And you gotta be careful who you like allow in your life, and who you give your energy to. Then also just being honest with what you actually want, right? Like so many people, they'll say, "Oh, I'm just fine, just having like a little friends with benefits or something." Like, did I still use that sneaky link? Whatever the children say, they'll say they fine with that, but then they end up liking that person, and then they mad at that person when they don't give them the same energy, right? Well, you started this as just wanting to be sneaky with each other, and now you want to flip it or whatever, and you're mad that they don't want to flip it. That's how you started. You got to come in the situation how you want to. If you know you ultimately could want a relationship, you need to say that. That's it. Well, what I would say, if you just got out of a relationship, take your time, and this gonna come out sounding a little crazy, but date them all. Date them all. Screw them all. Whatever you want to do. But because I'm pretty sure in that relationship you realize what you didn't like. Like it's so many things that you didn't like, and making sure you don't try to change. Like if you meet somebody who have like those weird vibes that maybe you had in your last relationship, just cut them off immediately. In that case, don't date them all. In that case, don't screw them all, because that energy gonna be latched on you again. Might tell a joke, but I won't tell a lie. Okay? Just saying. But yeah, taking your taking the time for yourself, which is really what most people should do, because a lot of people don't know themselves outside of being with someone else. Even I just not even just being with somebody else, but like having somebody else attached to them, because there are even some mothers who don't know who they are outside of being a mother. When I first had my baby, when she was like 1 or 2, I was one of those people. I didn't know what to do. I just thought my personality or my life was supposed to be being a mommy, and so I kept putting that in there. But really, it was driving me crazy because I wasn't doing nothing for myself. Oh, Lord have mercy. I guess I should have said something else when I said date them all. Let them know, maybe not you dating everybody, but that they not the only one. Okay? Let them know you just having fun. And if they can't handle that, you gotta be strong enough to cut them off the minute they get a little crazy. Cause I listen to too much true crime, and I'd hate to be like, dang, he was on my live. I'm just saying. The stories I hear when I'm listening to these little true crime things, these women get crazy. I remember one. The lady was like in the military, and she met the guy in the military, and I think they were arguing about money or something, right? They was arguing about money, and she ended up knocking Buddy out, hitting him in the head. Now he in the military, so when he don't show up to work, they gonna come looking for him. Well, she had knocked the man out, then she chopped him up, okay, and like had mud and buried him. Like she buried him in the back. She had went to Lowe's and everything and bought all the stuff she needed. And one of her friends came over, and they were like, "Girl, why you got all this mud and dirt on you?" And she just lying, talking about she was fixing something in the yard. Girl, you had buried that man. Oh my God. That makes me think of another story. The married woman got her husband killed because of her side piece. She made her side piece do it. Okay, so I get away from that one, because if she trying to get out that relationship, you might be the target to help. And I just be like, whoo. Whatever type of, peen or cooter, okay, make people do that. I don't want that. I don't want nope. I ain't never in my life been like, ooh, I'm just so sick of this, I gotta get rid of you so I can be with that. No, don't want, Oh, okay. Just make sure, cause listen, every story I get, it be one of them. It be one of them who'll be like, yeah, baby, I'll do it. Why? First of all, why would you want to help somebody unalive somebody else and then you date them? What happened when you make them mad? You next. I hate to say it like that, but you next. Oh God. Just like they say, if they cheat on you, if they cheat to get you, they'll cheat on you, something like that. I don't know. But I feel like that's the same thing. The same thing go for unaliving. If they unalive somebody to get with you, they'll unalive you to get with somebody else. It just happened. And I don't know. But honestly and truthfully, I think the reason stuff like that happens is because people don't know how to just let go, really. Yeah, like, people don't know how to just let go, like, or just even be honest. So, I don't know her at all, right? I'm just going off this. But let's say maybe she was bored in her marriage, right? Maybe she was going through some things. Instead of like going to her partner saying, hey, I'm not satisfied right now in the sexual department or something, she went out there and cheated. Versus if people actually could talk to their partners or say things like that. And yeah, it might hurt your feelings, but you'd rather have hurt feelings than a lost life. You know what I'm saying? So, and you don't know how they will react. They might be open to giving you a pass or opening the marriage, or even just going ahead and decide y'all should just separate amicably, yeah. So, I don't know. But I say that at my grown age now, because when I was younger, I wasn't no good. But I was only no good for like a year. I'll say a year, because I had been in high school. I had been in a little triangle. Almost got me in trouble. Cause I was a good girl in school. I almost got in trouble over a nappy-headed boy. Okay, and here's the thing with that too, right? How long were y'all together? Oh, okay, like how long were y'all together, and like how much time did y'all really spend together, right? Because even on here, I could present myself as my best self, right? I could get on here and you'd be like, dang, I really love the girl, da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could present myself as my best self, because our time is limited. Why would we want to spend our time arguing or something, right? So, of course, she would treat you better then, right? And they even go for women who, like, step out with the men. They're going to treat you better because they're not around you all the time. I used to watch a lot of Divorce Court, and Judge Lynn Toler, okay, she said that, and I was like, dang, that makes so much sense. Of course, the person on the outside is gonna feel like the upgrade because they're not actually in that situation. They're not with you every day. If you, like, you know, with your partner and then they drop a glass and you're like, dang, Damien don't never drop the glass or stuff like that. They're gonna be presented as their best self because you're not with them every day and all the time. Yeah, right. I was so mad when they gave it to somebody else, but you know, pass it on. But she used to get them people together. All right. I should just sit on YouTube. I might start watching her again, because right now I'm watching Karomo. He be getting them people together too. He be unlocking their phones and everything. You just make sure you don't end up on that show, because they'll unlock the phone. You're going to have 3,000 messages to that man's wife. I'm just playing. Oh, goodness. And don't even try to delete them, because he always find the deleted ones too. I'd be like, how he do that? But, you know, they always say ain't nothing new under the sun. And then, but they can also tell, like, when people be in tamper with the phones too. So, yes, child. But I like that show. And I bet if she would have had that opportunity, like, to unlock them people's phones, yep, cleared it. Oh, But I do miss her. She was a great person to watch. And I just enjoy bothering her and watching her and stuff. Okay, one more little drop, and I'm gonna actually remember to take my cup in. Which I did not do yesterday. Terrible. All right. I've done good. I've been on here for 35 minutes. Yes. Yes, I do. Oh, I do, but like I just do the I have to do what work for me, so like 30 minutes. The main thing for me is eating. Like working out has never been like a problem for me. It's just the eating. Cause I like to eat whatever I want, and that's the problem. I need to stop eating whatever I want. And because it would normally be sweet stuff. Like I just would always want sweet stuff, and that's not sugar. Not good when you're trying to like actually lose weight. I don't really want to lose like a lot of weight. Really, not really. I just um as long as I can fit in my clothes, that's all that matters to me. Now the minute I start not being able to get in my clothes, that's when I start trying to work out a little bit more because I don't have the energy to go shopping and buy a whole new wardrobe. That's too much work. Too much work. See? Thank you. Thank you. Not too much. But, oh, and this is my Tabitha Brown cup. This is Blackie, but he's not really Blackie on here. He's just all different colors. But I love her so much. And, ooh, I should play with a filter. Oh, wow. Oh, no, I don't want to. You can actually, oh my God. How do I make it go away? Oh, there we go. See, I done learned something new. Next time, I might do this and actually have a background. I might do that next time. What other little stuff do people play with on here? Leave it alone. This just show y'all that I don't get on here. Okay, so what am I doing right here? Wait, did I just color myself? Oh, okay. Retouch on, retouch off. Okay, whatever. Yeah, but I guess we'll play with different things when I actually get on here tomorrow. Maybe I'll actually find a background, a backdrop or whatever. I really want to attempt to stay on here for an hour one day, but I have to figure out what you call it? What did I talk about for an hour? Cause I like the yap and stuff, but yeah, I might have to talk about like what I watched on Netflix that week, which I haven't been watching Netflix that much, or what I read. I have to do something like that. Listen to this. I'm not trying to be in your trap, Mr. Big Boss. Okay. You supposed to be dating them all. Okay. Let me pay attention to the time, cause I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna put my cup up, and I'm gonna go get my work phone because I'm gonna try to see if I can do at least 40 minutes. I'm almost at 40 minutes. I wonder if I can make it to an hour today. I do not know, but it's gonna get nobody gonna be here for a second. So just yeah, BRB. See, these people start. Oh, thanks. These people start bothering me early in the morning. start bothering me early in the morning. That's okay. Cause I work on it. You've been working with them. Okay, I guess they'll update me on this because it's another one of my people. I can never tell who actually belongs to me when I'm going through my work emails. Never can tell. But yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Managed to stay on here for 41 minutes. I really be so proud of myself when I just stay on here yapping. And I mean, I do just be yapping. Then I have to do all this and then check in with all my people, then check and see where I'm gonna drive today, because I drive sometimes an hour out, but okay, she makes me. So yeah, they just be asking me like a million things to do. Oh man, let me remember to actually hop on my call. As goofy as I am, I really have when it's time to work, I get to work like immediately. And I hop on there and help some folks out, as I'm supposed to, as I always try to do. And yeah. Oop, there we go. Oh my. All right. Yay, I've managed to stay on here for 45 minutes. A record. Well, I was on here for a while yesterday, but I had to take that one down because I didn't know what I did or didn't say. But I'll be back maybe later this evening, but probably just tomorrow.
It depends on how I'm feeling. I'll definitely be back tomorrow. Definitely.